Alright, we got castings done. This is the brass one I did earlier. You saw me packing a mold for. So that came out pretty good. There's no flaws or imperfections in that one. A little discolored, of course, but that'll all polish out nicely. Still have to carve the end of this. It's got some piercings in it, and you can't cast those in when you're doing a sand casting. Also today I did a trigger guard out of silver. Came out okay. I've got a couple of little flaws with it. There's a little section here on the side that didn't fill, and on this side too. But what I can do with that is the rest of it looks so good that I'll just peen the metal out a little bit and then refile that edge. It'll be, you know, a hair narrower on the bow, but it'll all work out fine. And then I did a Fowler guard in silver too, and you can see the sprue here and the gate and all the sprues that go into the trigger guard itself. So all this will get cut away, and of course all this excess gets to be melted down and reused again. Here's the pattern next to it, so you can see it came out pretty good. Real happy with that one. So that'll make up into a real nice little silver mounted Fowler. Alright, so that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Alright, we got a bunch of the silver already cast up now. These are the parts for the rifle. Got the butt plate here. I've actually already inlet it, did some rough filing on it already, and the side plate. I'm doing a late period gun, about 1810, 1820 period, so this will actually be inlet flush, and it's left-handed. Here's the trigger guard, and I've already done a little filing on this to remove the flash from the casting. And I got the nose cap made. This is just made out of sheet silver, and same with the thimbles here, and they've been filed already, so you can see how they're just formed out of a flat sheet. And I will actually try and do a video on making these and do a little nice file work to them. So they're ready to go on the gun. And I've also got, here's a very rough silver butt plate for a Fowler I want to build. And I've got the side plate for that, nice dragon style side plate. And I got a pistol guard. I've got a silver mounted pistol coming up. And here's some side plates for, that's for a small rifle, and these are for the pistol. These here are actually copied from one that was dug up in Colonial Williamsburg down at the Getty Foundry. The original was in brass, and it was actually in two pieces if I remember right, but it was complete once we put the two pieces back together. But these work real good with the chambers, little Queen Anne lock or a small siler. It's just the right screw distance on those, and this actually fits the large siler, and this is fairly thin casting. You could make this out of sheet silver too, but it would take more time to do all the detail work on it, making it a little more three-dimensional with the relief work. And these, you can see, are actually fairly thick and a lot of dimension to them, and it's not something I'd want to cut out a sheet. Much easier to cast at first and spend some time filing and polishing. And I got another rough casting here, and this is for the Perry pistol, which is, I'm going to make a copy of the one that was used by Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm making one in sterling silver. So This needs a bit of cleanup. There's a lot of places here that'll actually be cut out. The casting didn't come out as clean as I wanted it to, but it's good enough, and I've got the good surface detail to go by. So once this is cleaned up, it'll look pretty decent. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Casting silver is fun but tedious. It takes a while to set a mold. It takes about 45 minutes or so to make the mold, and about an hour to melt the silver, and then pour it, and hopefully you got a good casting. Actually, the trigger guard, this one here, I actually had to do 3 times to get one to come out the way I wanted it. I kept getting voids and it didn't fill, and the metal wasn't hot enough, so just took a few tries. But the good thing is you just melt down the old one and reuse the metal over and over. Since this isn't an alloy, you don't have to worry about any material loss. When you're casting in brass and you use the brass over and over, you have to add a little bit of zinc back in, because the zinc will burn off as you melt the metal down. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Until next time, I guess I will see you later, and take care of yourself out there. Goodbye. Alright, so that's it for today. I showed you how we pack a mold, how to do all the casting for these parts, and of course when it comes to the sterling silver items, there's really nobody making those commercially, just because they're so expensive and the demand is so low for them. That's why I got into casting these. And I like casting a lot of the brass too, because it's real brass, whereas most of the stuff you buy from the parts companies today isn't brass. It's really more of a bronze alloy, and if you've ever filed the two, you'll notice a difference. The brass files up so nicely and polishes well, where the bronze is very tough, very hard, and you almost wear out a file on some of that stuff. So casting my own means that I can come up with a better quality, more authentic pieces for the gun that I want to build. And then I get styles that I can't buy commercially either. So if the customer is willing to do it, I will cast them, but it does cost a bit more because of the time involved. And of course, time is money today. Alright, so you guys take care, and until next time, be safe out there.